Hello, Ambassador. Welcome to my hometown, Jingzhou. How do you understand the Chu culture and what is in common or different between the two countries?
Mine is a small island developing country in the Caribbean, and we're a relatively new country. We attained independence in 1973, which means we are comprised of 700 islands, islets, and keys in the Bahamas, and that makes up the country. Hubei, of course, is a province here in China. I'm told 60 million, a population of approximately 60 million, and the Bahamas has a population of 400,000. So we're very small in that respect. You have here, as you say, the Chu culture, which dates back thousands of years. And I think that the potential for that sort of exchange between the Bahamas and Hubei is very, very great. There's so much that you have to offer here in this province that I think that many Bahamians would be very attracted to. I would need to come back more often, and so that I could learn more and more about the Chu culture.
What kind of cultural and tourist cooperation could be carried out between the Bahamas and the Hubei in the future?
I've noticed that Hubei has a focus on ecotourism as well. And so we in the Bahamas, we also want to focus on ecotourism because it's so important for, preserving the environment going forward. And, the Bahamas is, as I've mentioned, an island developing state. And so much of our land is surrounded, all of our land is surrounded by waters. Yeah. We cover some 100,000 miles of water. And so what we have undertaken to do is to have what we call marine protected areas, to learn how to preserve our environment and to really do it effectively. I think there could be a lot of give and take between Hubei and the Bahamas in that respect. And so we would look forward to, any sorts of exchanges that might, promote those sorts of learning experiences on both sides.
You have just said China has become the core of the global South. What substantive progress has been brought to the Bahamas by China's series of practical measures to promote South-South cooperation?
It was, rather, in 1997 that the Bahamas established diplomatic relations with China. So this year makes the 28th year since that has been the case. And over the period of time, we've had quite a number of cooperative projects with China, with the building of some of the finest hotels in the Bahamas. We also have a sports stadium that was built with China's help. And that's very important to us too, because, we in the Caribbean, we love sports, and particularly track and field. So the Bahamas has been able to host, thanks to the stadium, regional games at the stadium in the Bahamas. So that really is a very poignant example of the cooperation that we've had with China.
Well, today, as the world economy faces many uncertainties, in your view, how should the Bahamas and China work together to strengthen South-South cooperation, play the role of a stabilizing anchor, and jointly defend our own development interests?
Well, I think that the basis of our friendship is cooperation, and I think that has to be the basis for strengthening South-South cooperation. So we are already very cooperative among ourselves as a region. So it's like a ripple effect. You have a center, and then you have a ripple effect where more and more people and more countries can join in. And I think the GRULAC, the Latin American Caribbean region that is here now, and China, our cooperation together is a fine example of that. And so I think this is a great start, and I think we can move forward, making it wider, making our circle wider and wider.